Ito?
Hello.
Yeah. Sige, ito ka?
Uh-huh. Hello. Welcome sa ating DLT Digit Edition.
Legit edition.
Maliwanag pa edition.
Tanghali ay hapon. So, ang ating story for today. Ay, maalis mo nung pangalan. So, wag mong, ang title niya ay Afterglow by Wagase Wagimoko. Basa.
Ba yan? Kumain ako. Wait lang ha. Wait. Afterglow. On one awful night, I met the strangest man. Kiyotaka Higuchi was on his way to becoming an elite cardiovascular surgeon after graduating from medical school. Yet, just before getting his specialty qualification, he was sent off to a remote rural town in Kyushu. Now practicing as an internal medicine physician, ang layo naman nun. He struggles every day to listen to the strong accents of the elderly people he treats. Feeling dejected by what he sees as his sudden demotion, Higuchi spends his evening drowning in sorrows until one night he was drunk and crying. A yakuza named Tenju rescues him. Not knowing what's going on, he decided to go with the flow.
Kasi,
5.2 chapters? So may extra. 5 chapters. Anong gagawin ko?
pictures.
These are the photos.
Ang Google image lang yan.
So medyo ano naman? Medyo, tawag ito? Hindi masyadong X-rated yung photos. Okay na. There. Go. So, the story goes, wait lang. May ka-chat siya.
Nagtatrabaho lang.
Sa trabaho siya habang chumichika.
So, yun nga ang storya, di ba? He's a surgeon. He's on his way to becoming a resident.
So, supposed to be a surgeon.
Para siyang internist
Resident
attending.
yan. Oo,
Ay, hindi.
Resident yan.
Resident siya, so meron siyang attending.
Okay.
Nagkaroon ng issue.
Sarap ng cheesecake. Nagawa ng boss ko talaga.
77, 194,
Biscoff.
229, 184,
Biscoff cheesecake. Biscoff yung topping. Parang yung
231.
dough niya. Hindi ko lang tawag sa pinakagitna eh. Basta yun. Para siyang salted caramel of sorts. Or Biscoff top.
Yeah, so yun nga. Basically, since nalipat siya sa countryside, nalipat siya sa countryside, hindi niya gusto, of course, kasi he wanted to be a surgeon. So, ang trabaho niya, sabi mo, ang layo naman. So, he's a medical internist. Internal medicine.
Internal medicine. Oo nga, surgeon dapat eh. Tapos?
Internal medicine siya. So, internal medicine siya. So, pinapakita yung snippets na bakit siya nasa internal medicine ngayon. So, pinapakita na he was doing a surgery and there's blood all over him. So, namatayan siya ng patient. So, nagigilty siya, of course, dun sa pagkamatay ng patient.
Or it's not really his fault.
And then, parang to cope with the
Death.
the change na,
Okay.
kasi nga,
Dahil nga demote siya.
well, feeling niya demoted siya.
Well,
But,
parang ganun din yun.
it's not really kasi parang yun yung binigay ng head niya sa kanya to kind of recover. Still working in the hospital, but away from his trauma.
Oo, not handling surgeries.
Oo.
Okay.
Kasi he can't he can't hold the scalpel.
So, in short, parang demotion nga.
Hindi nga eh.
Title-wise, demotion yun. Kasi rural doctor
Well,
ka na after.
It doesn't matter. Kasi anytime pwede siya bumalik kasi healed na yung trauma niya.
Yeah, I understand.
So,
Ako, I understand. Siya hindi.
hindi, tanggap niya naman. Kaya lang nga, hindi niya tanggap na nasa countryside. Kasi nahihirapan siya intindihin yung mga tao.
Ano ba grabe yung...
Hindi, siguro mga sa rural. Kasi port town yung napuntahan niya eh.
Baka nga.
Port town yung napuntahan niya. Ngayon, at one point, yun nga, every night siya umiinom.
Tapos naging lasenggo instead of
Every night siya umiinom. And then one night, yun nga,
Sinave siya ng Yakuza.
Nakasalampak siya sa laban. Tapos may kumausap sa kanya.
Yun ba yung saving na ginawa?
Ano ay sabi sa kanya?
Rescuing pala.
Sabi sa kanya. Basta may sinabi sa kanya. Tapos, nung pagtingin, Chinese na sinabi sa kanya. And then, sabi
Chinese?
sa kanya, oo. Yung unang sabi ng ng lalaki.
Akala hindi siya.
Oo, ito yung tapos nung na-realize niya, you're Japanese.
Kyushu region. So, may try pa kuha ka yan.
Ayan yung,
Hindi, no?
shut up. So, ito yung,
Shut up, big words.
ayan. Big words. Yeah, itong white-haired, si Tenju. Ayan.
Yakuza, obviously.
Ayan. Yan.
So obvious.
Hindi yata obvious eh. Kulang yata yung tattoo niya sa likod ng sabi mong Yakuza.
Mga dapat
So,
hanggang batok talaga.
He's a Yakuza. Pero ang ganda ng pagkaka-drawing.
Ganda ng tattoo
Absolutely. Again. So, your face looks really sad. Do you want me to help you forget your worries?
Ayan, yun.
And then yung first night na nagkakilala sila, of course, nag-torture sila and everything.
Bilis mapangyari.
Ang thinking nito ni after that night, ang thinking nito ni, pangalan nito? Ni Kiyotaka. Yan. Ang thinking nito ni Kiyotaka, he was raped. Pero,
Okay.
well, he was going along with it because he's extremely drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And hindi na siya makalaw. So, well, technically, it's really considered as rape.
Kaya turo ko sa anak ko, if somebody can't say no, it's still
Kaya lang kasi, expanding siya.
Ayun. Well, it's somebody, it's human nature eh.
Oo, yun nga.
Kahit ayaw mo, mag-respond yan.
After that, wala masyadong ganap yung chapter 1. Na niya lang, after at the end of chapter 1, umuwi siya ng bahay niya after kind of working na parang kinakabahan siya.
Bahay niya sa rural?
Oo. Kinakabahan siya kasi baka
Magkita ulit sila?
Yakuza. Kasi obviously, hindi ko alam na Yakuza siya. And then, sinabihan din siya ng mga tao, nung umiinom, bago siya uminom, sinabihan siya ng fisherman doon sa area na the Tenju is coming today. Do not stay outside at night.
Late na siya nasabihan.
Hindi, bago pa siya lumabas, bago siya mag-inom. Hindi niya alam kasi kano yung the Tenju.
Well, Tenju...
Hindi, ang sabi lang sa kanya, that Tenju is coming tonight.
Hindi. Ang tinatanong ko lang,
Heaven sent.
yun ang ibig sabihin ng Tenju itself.
So, yun yung, ano ba yung ibig sabihin dito na Tenju? Pero uminom pa rin siya sa labas. So, inabutan siya ng midnight na yata.
Okay.
Saka siya naabutan ni Tenju sa kalsada na nakasalampak at lasing.
Okay, gets.
So, pag uwi niya sa bahay niya, of course, sa rural area, nasa loob ng bahay niya si Tenju. Niya, syempre, hindi alam paano nakapasok.
Well, I
They
would
have their ways.
Tapos,
Itong manga na to, ano siya? Slice of life na puro sex. So, similar kay kay Junai Dropout. Yung puro
Last
sex. Ito, ang difference lang is they don't meet often.
it's just that when they do, judge to the highest level.
Oo.
Okay.
Tapos, ang Ang siste pa, etong si Tenju, he's gone for a few days at a time.
Okay.
Tapos, syempre, yung right-hand man ni Tenju, kinausap yung isang lucky nila. Sabi nung lucky na, bakit hindi na lang kunin ni Tenju yung number ni doktor?
Para kontakin na lang kung kailangan, no?
Sabi ni right-hand man, it's his way of separating himself and the other person. Kasi they live a very different life, especially civilian itong si Kiyotaka.
Well, my point.
So, they never know when their last time is going to be. Since very dangerous life nga itong si
Kuya mo.
si Tenju.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's kind of, he kind of says na, there's still a separation between them.
Yeah.
So, yung parang ganun siya. Sabi naman nung Lucky na, oh yeah, I get what you mean, ganyan. Pero sabi niya na, it seems like, napapadalas ang pagbisita ni, pagbisita ni Tenju.
Okay.
Tapos, of course, as usual, appear one hapon port ka na. Disappear.
Kung kailan niya lang trip, no?
Oo.
Ah.
Pero syempre kasi, they're always busy due to the business, ganyan. Ayun nga, namamahala sila ng port, so import-export ito, ganyan. So, yung relationship nila has been recurring, but very far and few in between.
Mm.
Hindi masyadong, if you really think about it, itong manga na to, hindi siya plot-driven. So, wala masyadong plot.
Okay.
But it's
It happens, what happens lang.
It's emotionally driven. So, yung story nila behind their emotions, pinapakita.
Mm.
So, ang daming, inner monologues. So, yung chapter 4 na kaagad. Yung chapter 4 nito, yung nagkaroon ng emergency sa
lugar nila.
Sa hospital. So, nagbibip lahat ng machines. Yung emergency machines na parang siguro may siya? Panic attack. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't function. Panic attack siya ng bonggang-bongga. Tapos, sabi nung nurse na nasa harapan niya that time, we know your circumstances. So just take a deep breath, look at me, blah, blah, blah. You how to calm down the panic attack ganyan.
So, may try? At sa latte lang naman. Wala yung salted.
Matcha? Hindi.
Tapos?
Hmm.
Ba't ko wala yung pinunod ko before? Anyways, continues.
So yun, one point, nasa bahay na siya, nakapatay ang ilaw, nakapatay ang heater, nakapatay everything. Dumating si Tenju. Hindi ko alam kung paano niya nabubuksan yung pintuan nito. Hindi ko alam kung may susi na siya or whatever. I don't know.
Most likely.
Basta pumasok siya ng pinto, binuksan niya yung ilaw. Nagulat siya na nandun nakaupo
Na nagsasolve yung isa.
Nakaupo lang siya sa sofa.
Mm.
Tapos, kwento niya yung background
niya.
Kung bakit siya nasa countryside. So, yun pala, he was taking care of an old man na due for surgery.
Ayun yung namatay.
Oo. Due for surgery tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Ngayon, nagkaroon ng fender bender emergency sa kanilang department, sa emergency department. Ngayon, syempre, kailangan ng surgeons and everything. So, yung kanyang attending, kasi resident siya so yung attending niya, kasama doon sa tumulong sa fender bender, ganyan. Ngayon, nagkaroon ng emergency itong si matanda. Yung, niya.
So, wala nag-attend.
Hindi, siya. Kaya lang, wala nga siyang bisor. Wala siyang attending. doon namatay.
Ah.
So, it was very sad. So, parang yung katawan ng matanda, hindi na nahintay yung surgery kinabukasan.
Oo.
Pero kasi he was in good condition before the surgery eh. So, it's the day before the surgery. So, he was in good condition. So, biglaan yung pagbaba ng BP niya. Biglaan.
Wow,
Parang time, I guess.
yeah.
So,
Parang
nung
ito na
dumating yung attending, ano na, manual pumping sa puso.
Ay, wala na.
Wala na. So, yun yung pinaka-trauma niya. Until now,
Wala na.
ay, oo nga, hindi niya nga kasalanan. Alam ng lahat ng tao sa hospital, hindi niya kasalanan.
Pero biniblame
Kahit
niya yung
yung
sarili.
family, hindi siya biniblame. But him himself, he's blaming himself.
Gets ko naman siya. Okay.
Yun yung pinaka-trauma niya. So, every time he hears machine beeping for an emergency purpose,
Doon siya
nagpa-panic attack siya. Hindi siya makahawak ng scalpel.
I get it.
Pero hindi, dito lumabas yung emotions and everything, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos, of course, kinonsole siya ni Tenju. Ang ganda ng mga sinabi ni Tenju sa kanya, ganyan.
Pero wala pa rin.
Ha?
Wala pa din.
Anong wala ba din?
Wala pa rin epekto sa kanya.
Hindi, ano lang siya, he cried his eyes out. Tapos, yun niya, kinokonsole siya ni Tenju. Hindi ko na maalala kung may nangyari sa kanila right after the
likely meron.
consoling and everything. So,
Most likely meron.
ayan, of course, naglako na naman ulit si Tenju.
But in such cases, sanay na siya, no?
Oo.
Nabigla lang,
Bigla na lang naglalaho parang mula. So, yun. The next few days after that, na-realize nga nito ni Kiyotaka na he can do small things na. He can hold a scalpel.
okay.
So,
He's getting better.
Ang laking tulong nung pag-uusap nila ni Tenju. So, siguro kasi hindi siya nag-therapy. Like grief therapy or you know,
Or whatever.
oo, any therapy. So, hindi siya nakakapaglabas ng yung saloobin niya. And,
Wala yung mga history nung napanood ko, no? Well, anyways, continue.
so yun, after that, paunti-unti, tumutulong siya sa surgery department.
Dun sa province.
Oo, sa current hospital. So, ngayon, na-realize na ngayon ito ni Kiyotaka na parang, oh my gosh, I am in love with him.
Okay.
Kasi yung unang meet naman nila, ang sabi sa kanya, oo, ang sabi sa kanya ni Tenju, I will make you fall in love with me.
Okay.
So, by the end of chapter 4, he realized na parang mahal ko na tong tao to, ganyan.
Okay.
So, yun na yung
Yung istorya niya.
pinaka-tension nila.
Wala siya masyadong kwento nga.
Wala talaga.
Doon
Walang
talaga
plot talaga.
The emotions lang nila
Emotions talaga siya. So, kung babasahin mo siya, mapapaluha ka.
Ang plot niya lang is yung time niya sa rural to get away from his trauma. That's it.
Yun lang yun. Parang hindi siya plot-driven na, oh my gosh, ang ganda na story.
Yung ang dami nangyayari.
Yung parang, the story will kind of keep you on the edge of your seat. Walang ganun eh. But the emotions, parang, pag binasa mo siya, may iyak ka sa emotions nila. Yung mga, yung mga tumatakbo sa utak nila, ganyan, mga thoughts nila.
So, yun. Tapos?
Ngayon, ilan linggo na hindi napapakita si Tenju. Yung pala, may issue sa kanilang group. As yung chairman, on the verge of death. And then, nung namatay, yung OLD niya, yung naging bagong chairman.
Okay.
So, ngayon, si Tenjo is supposed to be the executive, of course, ni OLG. Binanggit ngayon ito ni matanda ako chapter 4, chapter 5, nabanggit yun. Basta yun, ang nabanggit na Ampon pala ni Oyaji. Si Tenju.
Hapon lang, okay.
Oo. Kasi sabi ni Oyaji na, I can't have kids anyway. So, parang, I'm naming you Tenju because you're heaven sent to me. Ganyan.
Okay.
Yung pala.
Okay, yung pala yun.
Yung pala, yung nanay niya, iniwanan ng tatay. Tapos, she was working, sex industry. And then, she died due to overworking. Tapos, on the verge of death, for a few days na siyang hindi kumakain. Katabi niya lang yung corpse ng nanay niya. Hawak-hawak niya yung kamay. So, maybe about 5, 6, ganyan. 5, 6, 7 age. Wala siyang matandaan regarding that. So, hindi niya na masyado matandaan yung buhay niya before that event. So, in addition to that, hindi pa siya nakakapagsalita. Hindi siya nakakapagsalita, hindi niya alam pangalan niya, and hindi niya alam kung ilang taon siya.
Okay.
Hindi niya alam. So, ang hula niya is between 32 to 39.
Okay.
So, yun. Napag-usapan nila yun. Hindi ko matandaan kung kailan nila napag-usapan. Basta yun. Ngayon, of course, as usual when it comes to the Yakuza, there's always power grabbing. Oo, power struggle. So ngayon, nung naging chairman na yung Oyaji niya, parang may humabol pa. Parang may humabol na gulo.
Okay.
So, na-injure sila, nabaril siya sa leg, and may bangas yung mata niya. Pero ilang linggo nang hindi nagpapakita si Tenju kay Kiyotaka. Ngayon, si Lucky, yung Lucky na kausap ng right hand man niya, pinuntahan siya.
Okay.
Ang sabi sa kanya nung Lucky na there's actually a gag order with regards to you.
Okay.
Hindi pwedeng sabihin sa iyo ang nangyari kay Tenju.
Okay.
Pero sabi ni hindi ko ng pangalan niya. So sabi nung lalaki na I couldn't take it kasi we all know that Tenju's very strong na everyone's depending on him. He needs to be strong for everyone else. But who is going to be there for him? Kasi he's like,
My point naman.
he doesn't have anyone na he can talk to or someone who can be there for him, ganyan, who can be strong for him, who he can lean on, ganyan. So, he's disobeying the order and taking Kiyotaka to Tenju. Di na lang yun siya nung lalaki. And then, so parang ang pagkakasabi ngayon nito ni Tenju, kasi nung dumating siya doon, pinalis nila yung mga sagigilid niya.
Okay.
So, mga sagigilid pinalis. And then, nag-usap sila, of course. So, sabi nito ni Tenju na, I don't want to see you anymore. You need to get out of here, blah, 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 ganyan. Tapos, sabi niya, it's a very complicated situation na bakit ka napunta sa office ng Yakuza, sa bahay ng Yakuza. If people find out, you'll be in danger, ganyan. So, that's why I don't want to see you anymore. You get out of my face, ganyan. Tapos, sabi niya nito ni Kiyotaka, you have to take responsibility. You told me in the beginning that you are going to make me fall for you.
And you did.
And I did. So, I fell for you. Now, you have to take responsibility for that.
Point. Okay.
So, parang ganun lang naman yung na parang yung nagkaroon sila ng pag-uusap. Then,
So, wala namang major, din.
wala.
Ang issues lang talaga is yun sa emotions ni
Oo. Pareho sila na with regards to the emotions. And wala masyadong away, walang angst na tsuba-tsuba.
in between them, it's just
A situation itself. Pero wala yung typical na tawag ito? Yung typical na story na si
Nagkaroon
si Mafia, hindi. Na si Mafia, iiwan na ng buhay ng Mafia just to be with him. Walang ganun. Walang ganun at all. Pero, nag-decide itong si Kiyotaka to stay in the rural area to be with him. So, sabi niya na, I've already decided to become an emergency surgeon.
Okay.
So, kasi sabi niya, just in case if you ever get sent to the emergency room in the hospital, I'll be there for you. So, ganun yung pagkakasabi niya. So, parang, yun na yung
Weird, but okay.
So, ayun lang, na parang, pinakita lang
Yung story
oo,
each of them and how they
yung emotions nila together, yung parang, yung progression ng love ni Kiyotaka. Plus yung intimacy between them. Of course, they would have sex all the time.
Hindi every now and then.
All the time. Pero, hindi siya yung grabe na hahagulgul ka sa story. Parang masasad ka lang, papatak lang yung luha mo habang binabasa mo yung words. Kasi ako, pagka nagbabasa ako, pag may part na mahagulgul, hagulgul talaga ako.
Oo, grabe yan.
Gulat na lang siya, umiyak ako sa tabi. Parang, nagising pa nga sa one time na umiiyak ako, lakas ng iyak.
Oo, sa ano yun? Yung
Umiiyak ako ng iyak.
Oo, yung story yung may in na bulag. Yung bulag na.
Hindi yun na naiyak ako.
Umiyak ka din nun.
Umiyak ako, no? Hindi, pero hindi yun.
Hindi,
Manhwa
isa
yung
yun.
binabasa ko.
Isa yun. Tapos yung isa pa, yung naman, yung fate nila, yung nilalabanan nila kasi
Yung kambal, yung kambal. Oh, that's, yes.
Iyak nyo.
Pero yung binabasa ko one point na, yung talagang, nandun siya, natutulog siya, nagising siya. Kasi ang lakas ng iyak.
Talaga. Uy, sa'yo, kala ko ano nangyari.
So, yun. Yun lang siya. According sa manga updates, may second volume. Pero hanap na sa second volume. Hindi na ako makita. So, I don't know if tama yung nakalagay sa manga updates na may ongoing second volume. Wala eh. So, yeah. Yeah. That is all for our activity.
Bye.